Arabia. World Food Program received nearly $149 million of the recent $500 million donation made in July. The funding has helped WFP provide desperately needed food to people who fled the conflict since mid-June, including Christian and Muslim families, and most recently, the Yazidi people.
Yep. You mentioned that thanks to the generosity of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the OCHA have been able to deliver more aid to the Iraqis. How many refugees did Saudi Arabia so far receive in their land? I mean, compared to the neighboring poorer countries like Jordan, receiving hundreds of thousands of refugees, Lebanon over 1.4 million refugees. How many refugees did Saudi Arabia receive?
I understand your compare and contrast exercise. I think different countries are free to help in whichever way they can, in whichever way they choose. And I think the effort, the global effort to alleviate the suffering of civilians in Iraq and neighboring countries is one where every country has a part to play.
But can we say that they receive nobody?
You can say whatever you'd like,
No.
and you can, but we can
Okay.
check with UNHCR what the numbers are.
Another issue is regarding also Saudi Arabia here. They sentenced or about to sentence a cleric.
Yes, I know, and on
Nimr
that we are checking, and I hope to have something for you shortly. So I heard your question yesterday, and we're trying to harvest the right information.
And point of clarification, you announced a few days ago $100 million of Saudi Arabia to that counterterrorism center.
Uh-huh.
Can you clarify, please, where is actually that center? Who is the head of the center? How many employees?
The center is in Saudi Arabia. They have a very good website. You can take a look at it. If you still need more information, I'm happy to share it with you.
Okay.
Saudi Arabia finances thousands of mosques worldwide. 65% of those who commit suicide in the Middle East are Saudis. I wonder what in this center of counterterrorism, what do they teach? If they're preaching,
listen.
no, this is something very serious because the United Nations.
Listen. The issue of terrorism is one that the United Nations, the Secretary General, takes very seriously. I would urge you to take a look at the information that's on the center's website. It's very exhaustive, and it will tell you exactly what they do.
Today, the Grand Mufti of Saudi Arabia renounced what ISIS is doing. And this is just the first time in Saudi history that they renounce such thing. Now, are they going to review their whole ideology, Wahhabi ideology, which has been spewing all this hatred worldwide?
Nizar, you're raising points I think are sometimes best left for an academic debate than a press
But it is a threat to international peace and security.
No one has denied that terrorism is not a threat to international peace and security. Yes,
okay,
sir.
Steph, I've seen that website actually. Thank you. You sent me a link for that. But a little bit of a sort of logical question. Then why the Saudi ambassador, if that center is in Saudi Arabia indeed, why he used the platform of the United Nations in New York to give that check to the Secretary General, by that check obviously going back to Saudi Arabia. And it looks like a sort of, although with a very good website, etc., still phantom, I would use these.
Well, I think, I disagree with your description.
Okay.
In fact, even if you look on our...
But the question is,
listen, I'm not sure since
to the Secretary General here. That's the question. Forget about my description.
You may find my answer surprising, but I am not the spokesman for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And if you want to know why the ambassador came to New York, I think you should ask the ambassador.